you see a kind of bigger man wearing like a turban on his head, and he has like a vest, bare chest, arms, and a glimmering necklace that kills your spots. Black goatee, he's darker skin, and he says, "Friends, welcome to my curio.
He said, "You go up and summer blowout."
What can I do for you today?"
I'm in search of a...
I'm off into the corner and I didn't hear you.
The store around you has various odds and ends of very different, like, weird looks and stuff like that. There's like suits of armors.
Yeah,
There's like a bear standing in the corner, like it's a stuffed bear, and other like weird boxes that have interesting designs and stuff like that on it. And he hears what you ask for, and he says, "Well, I might have one, but I don't know if it works or not. I've never tested it out." Then he pulls down the object, places it on the counter, and you see a broom sitting there.
Are you going after a flying broom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you dungeon master, how do you know if it's magical or not? Like,
You could use a detect magic spell.
yeah, I'll do that.
You detect a faint magic coming from it for sure.
Faint.
Yeah.
Hey, it's magical.
It is magical though. You detect it, and you also detect, because it's a radius, a lot of other stuff in this.
Yeah.
This shop is magical. Even the necklace on this man's neck. Well.
Okay. So ask him what his price will be. What will your price be?
Pretzel.
I don't really deal in coin here, but if you have something to trade for it, perhaps another curio.
What's a curio?
Mysterious item.
A trinket, perhaps?
You have? Don't you remember your trinket?
Yeah, I know exactly what it is.
Something of interest to me? I'm all ears, all eyes. If you want to show me something, perhaps we can make a deal.
So we can probably leave and come back. It'll be there.
You can cut off your tail, regrow it, and give it to him.
Does that work? Okay.
You can't regrow your tail like that.
But he won't take gold or anything like that.
He does not deal in gold here.
So you make something and then take it to him.
What is that on your shoulder? He asks you.
On mine.
And he refers to your rifle.
Oh no.
No?
This is something
What is it?
I crafted myself. It is a magical weapon that can shoot enemies down from long distances.
Oh, I'd definitely be interested in that. Would you mind trading that?
For your whole store, I do not mind.
Cool.
I don't think I can make that kind of a deal.
It's a one-of-a-kind weapon.
And this is a one-of-a-kind shop, but I'm not going to trade you all of it for your weapon.
This weapon has superior damage. Yeah.
Can you even carry all of this? Then he points to like suits of armors, the bear, other like different
mean,
Go
things.
fill up his warehouse with.
No, I mean, I'd say to him, I can have my crew come out here and collect it all. Referring to.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, I mean, he's already said he doesn't want to trade all of his stuff in the shop
okay.
for your gun,
Yeah.
but he's willing to trade for your gun.
No, I will not trade that thing away.
No.
He definitely
Right.
wants that gun.
It's not for trade, but how about the schematics?
You built this,
Yes, I built this.
and you have schematics. Are you offering up schematics to your gun?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me the schematic first so I can write it down?
No, yeah, I'll have him make a copy for the guy. I'll be like, I can get you a copy of it.
But you'll be the first one to ever have it.
For the broom?
This better be an awesome ass broom.
Bro, it's like it's a flying broom. It's like.
Hey, it could only that broom could only just sweep the floor.
Are you offering?
Flies 6 inches above ground.
You offer
Just sweep.
schematics to your weapon for the broom?
Not exactly for just the broom. This broom is nothing compared to what this is.
Well, find something else in the shop.
Ooh.
I'm willing to trade 2, maybe 3 things.
Ooh.
Okay.
Just for
so,
a copy of this, man.
Just for a copy of it.
Okay. Yeah, so I asked him about these rings first, and if there's any enchants on, or like what enchants are on which ones.
A few of them, from what I've seen, in my attempts to use them, a few of them hold spells within them. Usually, they are cantrips in nature to the magical folk. There is one which is equivalent to a holy spell, like you're getting a blessing from the gods that you can use.
How many times?
As far as
It's probably one of those things that resets daily, right?
yes, there's limited uses in them, and it tends to regain its charges after a day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Because some people do, like after so many times, it blows up.
That's how my stuff is. It's charges in terms of like items.
Alright. Go ahead. A holy
He
ring.
asked about rings, and
Yeah.
were you looking at
I'm
other
gonna-
jewelry
I'm gonna
or?
have Kildry up there next to me, also inquiring about it. I'll let him get one thing he wants, and Aros.
I'll let you pick one thing, little Billy.
So you're wanting to trade 3 things for your schematics officially then?
Well, he said something about 3 things.
It
not
could be
exactly 3
like
things.
2, maybe 3 is what he said.
Yeah. So we'll look at the rings as a group. All 3 of us are me,
Okay.
Kildry, and Aros. You said the one about holy. What exactly does it do?
Gameplay wise, it's ring of blessing. It's in the spells. It's bless.
Bless.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here. Just give me a second. Astral projection. No, I'll call it here just a second.
I could ping it.
Okay, you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Oh, nice.
What was it?
Bless up to 3 creatures.
It's a d4 you get added when you cast it up to 3 people.
It's like half our
And we bypassed the sprinkling of holy water.
Yeah, because it's an enchanted item.
It was bumped down in there.
You bless up to 3 creatures for the choice of
Okay.
range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and
These
yeah, that's pretty cool.
these enchantments don't last long. You can't use so many a day, otherwise you'll lose the enchantment.
How many charges are on the ring? 2?
This has 3.
Okay, that's
So you
that's
can-
really good.
You can do 6. You can do 6 people. Is it if you do the 3rd one, then it loses its power, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
so,
like you
so you
cast
get
It breaks the enchantment if you
So
use
you
all
get
of them.
2 officially, and then the 3rd one that day will destroy the ring.
Yeah.
Destroy the ring!
Oh, I thought it was like 3, and then the ring just kind of like you try to use it, and it just kind of
The
like
enchantment
fizzles.
breaks, and it's a mundane item at that
That's a
point.
good one. Let me write this down. Blessed ring.
Okay, what other rings does he have that seem to have useful?
He mentioned that there a lot of them were cantrip-based magical rings.
Okay.
One of which is like it's think of it like a vine, the way it's made, and that one is a ring of druidcraft.
Oh.
And
Wooden craft?
Druid.
druidcraft.
Love druid wood. Yeah.
After you're all done at that shop, you'll want to call for today.
Then we'll have shop adventure.
Get some more shopping and actually get involved in the adventure next time. Because y'all got stuck at Coliseum.
Well, we're not done yet. I gotta go to the blacksmith.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Well, they predict the weather?
You gotta go to the wizard.
Is that what it does?
No, it predicts the weather.
That sounds awful. I can look at the sky and tell that.
It's not the only thing it does.
No, that's just one thing.
I was like,
You create a tiny, harmless sensory effect that predicts what the weather will be at your location for the next 24 hours. The effect might manifest as a golden orb for clear skies, a cloud for rain, falling snowflakes for snow, and so on. The effect persists for 1 round. The next one is you instantly make a flower blossom, a seed pod open, or a leaf bud bloom. The next one is you create an instantaneous, harmless sensory effect such as falling leaves, a puff of wind, the sound of a small animal, or the faint odor of a skunk. The effect, as examples, the effect must fit a 5-foot cube, and the last thing is you instantly light or snuff out a candle or torch or a small campfire.
Oh, that's pretty cool for a ring. Just walk in,
just like,
turn off the lights.
Turn out the
Be like
lights.
Dumbledore.
just go in there and just turn off all the flames, like turn out all the flames.
Some other cantrips based on your class can do that too.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you both have
Presidentization can do
that does that as
But
well.
for people who can't even do magic, like,
I have it too.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
I know I'm interested in the ring.
It's the fuck with everything
Alright, so
spell.
That
And-
ring.
in the druidcraft ring.
The other ring.
Oh, the ring of blessing.
Yeah, the blessed ring for sure. The druid crab, nah. That seems more like for a theatrical character.
Well, I mean, it also predicts the weather, so we could be like in a big mountain. There's blizzards. We have to get out before we die.
Or you could be at sea. You could detect a storm within 24 hours.
Well, that's good. But it's only for that location, but on the sea you're always moving, so.
I mean, it's within a region.
Oh, okay. That ain't too bad.
alright. So next.
Are there any
Alright,
other
I'm gonna
rings?
call it here.
Alright. See you about.
We'll probably finish up here in a little bit, and then
Yeah.
won't press anything forward.
Yeah, we're not gonna do anything for it. I'm just gonna go to the blacksmith and get maybe some armor upgrade and some knives made. So
Okay, so are there any other rings, or are we just gonna go look over at the swords now?
Deathly quiet.
That's up to you.
Okay, we'll go look at the swords now.
see you guys.
All right. See you, man.
Oh,
So, yeah.
okay.
I see you for a few minutes there.
Alrighty. So more rings.
He's looking. You want to look at the rings still?
Oh, did
He wanted to look at the swords next.
Yeah, we're gonna go look over at the
There's
swords.
one more ring, right? No.
Is it, how many rings?
how many rings?
There's a lot of jewelry in
Oh,
this.
geez.
It's a
But
case.
the ones that the
He,
ones
he specifically asked for the rings. That's why I was going through
Oh,
those.
Yeah.
But
Is there-
he mentioned a lot of those were cantrips, and then there was the ring of blessing.
Is there?
there's only one. There's only one with a.
Wait,
with
so
a-
that thing only has 3 uses total, or does it reset every day?
If you use it twice and then don't use the last one, it will reset the next day.
Okay.
And let me see.
But the third use will
Okay.
destroy the enchantment.
We don't go.
Wait a second.
I want to go look over at swords now.
Swords. Okay.
Sword.
Oh, this is just a first level enchantment.
You see some.
Bless.
You see some angled, curved blades that are in a set.
Do I recognize any of the craftsmanship?
Give me an investigation.
Ooh.
Wouldn't it be history?
He's investigating it.
Oh, I haven't finished up those dice trades yet. 13 plus 6 is 19.
Yeah, not two.
Just make sure. No, it's a plus 8.
Really?
Yeah.
21.
21.
21
blackjack.
Okay, you look at the top. The swords are on a stand where they're sitting sideways,
Yeah.
like laying in it, nested. And you look at the top one and notice that this is a curved blade, like as I said. Has a kind of bigger hilt, and it has a groove along, I'll say the middle that looks like it's etched in there, and goes all the way to the tip of the sword. You don't recognize the make of any sword craftsman that you've known in the past.
I was saying like a distinct area.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You don't recognize a distinct look to it from what you've known. For the first sword. The second sword looks to be more like something that came from your area, actually. There's a couple jagged bits, like it's almost a layered sword on the back of it. Like you've got the cutting side, and then you've got serrated layers on the back side of one. Like it's more savage, almost like it's used for sawing on one side.
Can we see, like, ask them what type of enchants are on there? Like what are on these, or if any?
It's a Gerber Gator.
He answers, the first sword is known as a bloodletter, and I'm not entirely sure what that pertains to, but the name itself was grisly for me, not too grisly for me to look into, and I just took the trade when it was offered. The second sword was given to him in trade for an object by a man that was a lot scalier than you.
Drinking board.
And it does not appear to be enchanted.
Oh, okay.
It's just more visceral in form.
Okay. Do you know what the bloodletter thing is?
I know of a bloodletter.
But you don't know what the enchant would be.
When you cut, they can't.
He didn't
cure
say
wounds.
the bloodletter. He said a bloodletter.
What does that mean? I don't know if you were there.
Look it up.
He doesn't know either. He didn't ask into him.
Asking you, or was that just like me not?
Yeah,
I
find
don't
out.
know.
It's a mystery.
You gotta take a gamble.
Okay.
I mean, you're basically getting it for free for that.
Well, I'm gonna go look at
Copies
the
command.
armor then.
Alright,
What type of armor does he have? Like heavy?
There's a heavy plate mail suit.
Yeah. And you
There's
said that what's his name was like a rogue.
Yep.
Okay.
There's a heavy plate mail suit. There's another heavier plate mail suit. And that's all the suits of armor that you see, 2 sets.
Okay.
One's more rigid looking than the
Are
other
either of
one.
them enchanted?
You ask about the armors being enchanted, and he says, I don't think there's any enchantments on this one, but it is of a harder material. I've not seen a blade pierce this one. And that's the more rigid looking, like square, chunky armor set.
Plate armor is heavy.
The other one looks more smooth and form-fitting, but it's a heavy armor.
Oh, so he just says plate armor. So
Okay, so I'm gonna ask Aros, which would you want out of this? Like, do you want a heavier set of armor or a medium set?
you can't do heavies.
Well, they're both heavies. One's heavy
No,
and
I
the
mean,
other one's...
like, do you want a medium set of like clothing or like armor? Does he have any medium armor in the store? Like, what would he rather go
You did not see any other armors other than
Oh, okay.
the armor sets
Oh no.
that were on stands.
Well, ask what's in the back.
You don't see any back doors. He just
No,
stands
that's always the code word for sell me something so good that it wets my pants.
Are you asking him for the good stuff?
Yeah.
All right, what's the good stuff?
The
stuff that we can get in trouble.
The good
from.
stuff is all in here.
The
There is no special stock. Everything that you can trade is here.
So nothing that's so good that you have to keep under wraps?
I have no need. I have people trade me up front their items, and I trade them something back that they want.
Hey, you think I should go for both the rings and the broom?
True.
Because he didn't have any other swords or armor, did he?
Yeah, that's
He had
what
blood in there.
He
Besides
had the 2 swords in the stand. There were some other knickknacks that you could look through. Like there's a the best way I can describe it is, you know, the movie bins at Walmart. It's kind of like there's a container where you can dig through of like smaller stuff.
Yeah.
So you might be able to find something in there.
Well, I want to look around for some sort of.
Well, the Tech Magic should be still going.
It's active in this entire room, but there's a lot of magical
Oh,
stuff.
so I know.
Hey,
stuff's
why don't you go into that trinket bin and pull out all of the magical trinkets
Yeah, I want to pull out some magic trinkets.
that has
high.
high magical power.
Like extra. Yeah, I want to look for the higher magical
Okay.
power stuff.
Give me an investigation check to try to
Oh,
like,
damn.
to make your senses like try to get the highest level of magic.
18.
Oh yes.
plus
Plus.
your 8.
So that's
26.
26.
My investigation's a little too high.
He does this. He does this.
It's kind of like.
What is this?
So you're just looking for the most magical.
Like what's putting off the most magical power, kind of. Like what's
Just power.
like what has the I don't know, kind of like what has certain glows or intrigues me,
What catches
or
his
what really
eye?
catches
The most
my eye.
magical essence
Yeah.
The diamond
that you can
rush.
detect comes from a shelf that has a chest on it that's square.
Uh-huh.
And do you investigate?
Yes.
Okay. You open up the chest. It has a latch that swings sideways in. You undo it, open it up, and you see nestled inside of it a large metal crab.
Metal what?
Metal crab.
A metal crab.
Yes.
Metal crab.
Huh.
It's inside of a padded chest.
Do I need to roll another investigation to see like whether like what it is, or
Do you
I'll
want to
ask him.
investigate
I'll
the
ask
crab
him.
further?
I'll ask the store
Might
merchant.
as well, yeah, but
Yeah.
8 on investigation.
I'll ask the store merchant. Hey, like what is this?
That is quite the unusual trade. One day, a man coming from a seaport visits. He brought me this chest saying that he had a creature that was mechanical. But it didn't move. Not in any of the time that he showed me. It didn't move. It didn't. After he traded it to me, it didn't move when I looked at it. But each time I left it out in my investigations, each time I left it out and went to go tend to something else, it wasn't where I left it. It's a very curious.
Well, as an artificer,
Yeah. Can I investigate to kind of like find out what it is? Is it investigate myself to see if I might have any idea of what it is exactly
Give me
or how it works?
an intelligence check.
ooh, he's already got it.
Remember, you still have an advantage to today.
17.
What's your 8?
Yeah. Plus 8.
You
Wore out with some high rolls.
you
today.
you pull the box off the shelf. It's quite sizable. It's like right like this big. This crab sits nestled in this padding, and you start to pull it out a bit, and you look at the shopkeeper, and he's like, go ahead, and like he's like actually bring it over here, and like you guys set it up on the counter. You pull it out of the padding and you set it on the counter, and you look at it,
Just
and
look
its
at
eyes, it has eyes, are black and glossy, compared to the rest of the mechanical body. It looks lifeless. It's not moving. And you look it up and over, you see like delicate like hinges and like seams and stuff like that. And it looks like it's like, it doesn't look that mechanical in terms of like the way it was crafted. It looks almost natural the way some of these work into it. And you can't see any way to like, if it was like something that was alive, if it was like just the shell for it or something. You believe this is an automaton. And you're still not sure why this isn't active.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Huh. Oh, well, he has to open it up, doesn't he? If he can. Or
I don't think he'll let you break open this thing.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back over towards rings and trinkets and stuff, and just kind of ask him what you have that is kind of like a barrier enchants or anything of the such, or like permanent permanent boost of health.
Well, he says while he's, because you left the crab, he places it back in the box, closes the box, closes it. He leaves it on the counter. He says, well, I have a cloak over here that offers more, what's the versatility in the wind.
what? Versatility in the wind?
It's a cloak that gives a +1 to dex. That can give you more of a dodge bonus, essentially, which would be an evasion type of deal. It's not necessarily a barrier. It's not necessarily protective, but it could help you escape easier. There's a ring over here that gives a blessing, as you've seen before.
Yeah.
There is a necklace that, what you were asking into, there is a necklace that has a vial of blood. And that vial of blood has an enchantment to give you more temp HP. No armor or barriers other than the physical armor.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with the. What do y'all think?
I don't know, that crab seems very interesting.
I'm gonna see if I can get the crab and the
people.
broom and the druid crab.
Druid
The
crab?
Don't blessing ring.
It's up to him.
Do you think the blessing's better than the druid crab?
Oh, they're both really good.
Or I'll see if I can get those two and I'll try to persuade him, I guess.
What would you get 4?
So what are you trying to get in all? The crab,
Blessing
the broom.
crab and the druid crab.
Well, make a point that the crab doesn't work.
And I'll make a point that the crab doesn't work.
Okay, give me a persuasion check.
So you're gonna go for 4 of them?
I'm gonna try to, that.
Trying to get 4 items out of him.
It's an 8. I don't have any boost persuasion.
Yeah, you do. You have the advantage.
You could
Oh,
use
yeah.
you could use your advantage you were given.
I'll guess I'll advantage.
He just landed in with him.
It's a 17.
It is a 17.
I'm so sorry.
So what were you trying to get? The druid craft,
Blessing ring,
blessing ring.
metal crab, and the broom stick. That's hilarious.
I like the roll too.
With that roll,
The sour cream roll.
17, 18,
he
19 altogether.
he stands and crosses his arms and thinks to himself. And he has a counter offer.
Ooh.
I'll take your original blueprint,
Monopoly.
and you can have those 4 items.
Original blueprint.
He wants the original over the copy?
Yeah, so no one else can do it.
That way it's much more valuable to me.
You can never. If you break your gun, you can't make
No, I
another
mean, you made the copy already.
one. No, I haven't.
Wait, I haven't made the copy yet, right?
No, I mean I can look at it, but if I roll low, I won't remember all of it.
Well, no, I want you to copy it, like, side for, like, basically trace it. I'll tell him I'll make a copy right then and there. Try to...
No,
Hey,
I would like the original and no copies made, so it's more valuable to me.
I mean, you made the thing. I mean, you can probably make another one, but
That is my offer.
But what will it do you if you can't make the ammunition for it?
That's
I
not
don't
your
know.
business. I am here to offer you these items in exchange for your blueprints.
those 4 items. If you go to 3, you give them a copy. Ooh. Came to play.
You know
Came to play.
Let's just not get the broom and see if he'll still do those for a copy of it with extra information provided.
What extra information?
Tell him how to make the
With notes.
with notes, with my personal notes of it. As if we made another
So,
mistake.
so the 2 rings and the crab
Yeah. For the copy of it, written by me.
for a for a copy. You keep your blueprint and you get notes on how to manufacture. Would you say ammunition?
Yeah. Notes on how, but how to make it.
All right. 2 rings, the crab, and I get a copy of your blueprint with notes on how to manufacture the ammunition.
Yeah.
It is a deal.
Okay.
No,
Now?
Yeah.
While he's doing that, can you take a look at this trinket? See how much it's worth? And I hand over my lump of coal. To me, it looks like a diamond, but to everybody else, it's a.
Huh.
Have you ever seen anything like it before?
It looks like coal. It feels like coal.
tastes like.
It's leaving the residue of coal. But if it is what you say it is, would you be interested in performing an experiment with me?
Sure.
If this is what you say it is, would you like to trade an item in exchange for this and see if passing ownership allows me to see it?
Will you give it back? If I.
Yes,
All right. And that's your word.
that is my word.
All right. Let's do it.
So feel free to pick something.
Just pick something up.
Anything you're interested in looking for that I've already said?
Did you? Yeah. The blood letter. And it's how big is it? Is it a huge weapon?
It's like a scimitar.
Oh, so I can't. I'm not proficient in that.
I think you are.
Rogue should definitely be.
Yeah, I think you're proficient. It's the same weapon dice as a D6.
Okay. Go ahead.
It's just it has another effect you don't know about.
Bloodletting. All right. So.
So you take the sword.
Yeah, I take the sword.
All right, then you do your deal, and he now is the owner of this trinket.
Yes.
You were right. This is not a coal. All you see is a coal now.
It's like, oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. He holds it out. It's like. very curious. And then he holds it back out to you.
And I hand them the blood letter, and then it transfers to me.
Yes. And you see it. You see it now. Instead of being a coal, a diamond again.
I swear to
A
God.
very interesting find.
I'm just over here.
I was
Very suspicious.
when I was running away from a raid, and I was in the mountains, and I was cold and hungry. I saw this shine, and I picked it up, and it was a beautiful diamond. But every time I said, "Hey, look at this," everybody's like, "I don't want to look at your piece of coal. You urchin, you orphan."
You were the child with coal.
Yeah, it's a diamond in the rough.
That is a very special item.
Cool. How much is it worth if I had to trade it for gold?
He doesn't do cold exchange.
I don't do appraisal, unfortunately.
Okay.
The only appraisal I do is for other items. I
Hey.
judge it based on what effect it has.
Why don't you say about your trinket?
All I have. Oh yeah, I'll pull it out. I pull out my deed to a parcel of land, realm which is not known to me.
And you show it to him?
Yeah, I show it to him and be like, "What do you think of this?"
This is not a jar of toenails.
I'm not familiar with the land it says.
Do you know how to get to such a land?
If it made its way here, it must have been by ship.
I had a question. Is it a realm? This isn't a realm unknown to me, so it's across a plane, right?
It's in the material plane, is what it's saying.
So
It's
just on-
implying it's in the material plane, like you guys.
Okay.
So it's a land that you don't know about.
It's a land. I thought it was a whole different like.
What does it say specifically?
What I have written down here, we can look at it. It says.
Let me go to the trinkets
"Deed
page.
To a parcel of land, to a realm unknown to you."
Well, the way they word it, it's open, but it's not. But the assumption is it's in the material plane. That is the assumption. To a realm. Realm could mean like a large group, like a large reference geographically.
Oh, okay.
Realm could mean like a kingdom, or a nation state, or something of the sort. It could be anything in terms of that. You don't know. I think if you utilize this, once you find the land, you could probably be a lord.
Sweet. Does it show how much land, or just
It shows how much in like I would think it has imagery. I would think that as a DM, I would think it would have an image of like the amount, like where your borders are, but it doesn't tell you what those borders are. I would think that like you probably have like geographically stuff on there, and that's something you'll have to investigate if you really want to follow up on that. But it's not anything to your knowledge.
All right. Well, I'm pretty much done here.
So we'll be like, well, "Thank you for the business," and then we walk out.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Oh.
Have a good day.
And by the way, the like note to like sign to my name on who made it says Glenn Grimlaw. And that's and I say that out loud. And then so they hear it, they know my last name, so they can make a check to see if they
So
know.
it's the Grimlock then.
What?
The Grimlock special then.
I suppose
Well,
so.
it was the
They don't know
copy,
what's-
right?
Yeah, it was a copy.
That you signed it at the bottom.
Yeah, I went and forged another copy. Time passed.
Mm-hmm.
I made another copy over there and added my signature to it, so it's authentic, and gave it to him.
Excellent.
All right. Well, I've got to go to the blacksmith.
Bam, are you wanting to do anything right now?
No, I'm with.
I know.
Yeah, that's cool.
I just got to do is just go up there and see about some armor and.
Okay.
So we make our way downtown, walking fast.
Over encumbered and homebound. Still walking. I hate you.
All right, so we go to the blacksmith, and
What kind of a smithy are you looking for?
Ew.
I'm looking for an armor smith first.
All right, you see.
A women only blacksmith.
Yeah. Are you talking about The Witcher? Yeah, she made an awesome one.
So you're looking for an armor, right?
Armor, yeah.
Okay, what kind of armor?
A leather armor.
Tanner?
No,
would be
I need upgrade my armor. So
What kind of armor do you have?
I guess it would be a Tanner, if not just like maybe. I guess it would just be a standard armor smith. You can down the road see a large shield, and
wouldn't it be a helm?
well, in this one it'll be a shield.
Okay.
Like it's a hoplon round shield. This one is called Fighter's Friend.
All right.
That's what it was.
Making my way into Fire's Friend. Open up the door. No bell dinging.
There is one in this one, and it's actually like a cowbell because he has like furnaces and stuff like that roaring in the back.
Yeah.
So he has to have it loud. So it's like kind of a deal. And you see this large man like hurtled over a smithing station to where he's hammering out dents in a similar to the sign, a large hoplon shield, metallic, round, circular shield. And he looks to you, and he looks back, and he continues dinging. He's like, "Welcome to the Fighter's Friend," and like sets down the hammer, throws off his gloves, throws it on the workstation, and then he walks over to the front end counter. He's like, "What can I do you for?"
I'm looking to upgrade my leather armor in presentation. Can you not read?
He can.
Okay.
What armor do you have? Leather?
Leather. And I say that. Leather.
He'll look past you, swooshing your cape back because you have the cloak, and he'll see your trappings. He's like, "Well, I can reinforce it with some metal banding. It might make you heavier, but you'll have more defensive capabilities."
Will it slow me down?
It might, but my reinforcements generally hold and don't hinder too much.
Alright. I'd like to hire you to. So how much would it be to reinforce?
To reinforce, since you're using the same armor, consult my prophecies here. It's not the cost of the armor. Probably half the price of studded leather. So let's say,
Mm.
I'll do it for 20 gold.
20 gold.
And you'll have to wait a couple days. I do have other projects.
Sounds good.
In the meantime,
would you be able to update, to upgrade it again after the?
if you had a lighter metal like mithril, but that's hard to come by.
So yeah, I'll take it for 20 gold.
All right. So you're taking your leather armor
Off.
but
Brings
you
my-
have underclothes. You have common underclothes, I believe, or traveler's underclothes. That's kind of how the armor system works. Is you have something wearing under it.
16, 17, 18. Look at this.
What about this lad? He's got nothing on at all, and he points to Aros. Aros is like, I don't have any money, sir.
Well, you can work it off in my shop.
We can roleplay Aros into what he would do. I talk to the shop owner about.
He has no business here. He's a drifter.
We'll see.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, and 20.
You guys can pitch in and get them with armor.
Nah. Nope. Not yet. He might have to stay at the shop for a little bit and guard it. Well, we
What
gotta
weapon?
we gotta make some money.
All right.
And if I come across a mithril, would you give me a discount on making?
You can find me a batch of it. That's hard. It's really hard to come by. There's not a lot of elves in these parts.
But if I come across some, and I bring it to you, will you give me a discount on making, upgrading my armor?
If I can keep some after, yeah.
All right, sounds good. We walk out, have a good day, sir, and in all presentation,
All caps.
have a good day, sir. I maybe even add a little like the fireworks at the end of it. Have a good day, sir. Ba ba ba. That's one gay crow. Okay, so I walk out, and now I need to make some throwing daggers.
Did Glenn want to do anything here?
Oh, did you?
No. Aros follows out. You guys have lost Kildre's armor currently, so he's just wearing his clothing and a cloak. So he still has his dexterity modifier and his natural armor of 10.
So, what was it? You asked if I wanted to do anything else at blacksmith?
I was just asking because he left.
And then I gotta go to a weapon maker,
All right.
and I go there, walk in, hero.
This one has an axe on the front of it, and it seems to be not like a war axe. It's like a smaller axe that.
A hand axe.
This one's called the Sailor's Wife.
I laugh at the store name and I walk in.
Well, it's like a work axe you'd find on a ship,
Yeah.
kind of a deal. And you go inside. Again, there's another clunk because it's a kind of loud thing. There's a furnace in this one too. There's a woman behind the desk, the counter.
I joke and I say, "Are you the fisherman's wife?" Or whatever the name of. What was the name of the?
Sailor's wife.
Are you the sailor's wife?
No, but they've all tried. It's the woman with long, dirty, like kind of half-tied red hair. She is very visibly tanned, and she's got some soot on her nose and
I said,
whatever.
Randy, you're a fine girl. All right.
What do you need? She's kind of like.
I put one of my daggers on a desk. Then I say need 4
Need 4 more.
more.
4 more. Okay. What style do you want them
They're like kunai, kind of like out of.
in? You just want daggers, right?
Yeah. You can throw the daggers.
Yeah, no,
use
you can
daggers,
throw
you
them.
can throw
But
them.
I'm just saying, like, what style do you want them in?
They're Tonto lady.
Do you want them to have handles?
No, maybe just wrapped. Just wrapped it. You know, it's pretty much just a straight piece of metal.
Good. Less work for me then. And she says that'll be, and then again consulting the stones. I believe it was just a couple gold for those. For a dagger, it was. Yeah, it was just a couple gold. She'll say, "I'll cut you a deal. You're buying 4. 4 gold, and let's say 10 silver."
So 5 gold.
It's 10 silver is the gold.
Wait, what was the conversion for gold to silver?
It's 10.
10 silver.
10 silvers to 1 gold.
Little steep.
She's specifying 10 silver just to do it.
Yeah, okay.
Can you go any lower?
She just gave you like a huge deal.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she's making 4. They're like 2 each, 2 gold each, right?
Ah. Okay. I didn't know that.
Do you still
Yeah.
want to try to haggle?
Nah. I didn't
No,
know.
if you get a good deal, you
Yeah,
want
I'm getting it half off.
I've got a good deal before.
And the silver?
The silver is that gold piece. 5 gold.
Maybe she'll think of it as a tip.
She grunts and turns around and she starts lining up the metal on the end of the thing. It'll take me a bit.
It's 10. It's 10.
Yeah.
It's 10 gold. Yeah.
Or 10 silver for a gold.
Yeah. So. Okay.
She wanted the silver though. But
I didn't have no silver.
yeah.
Unless she gives me silver, I don't have silver.
Yeah.
I got 2 silvers.
She'll say, "Come back tomorrow."
All right. So I'll have. He said it'll take a couple days on the armor. A day on the anvil on the. So. Can you hold it for me for 2 more days?
I suppose I can. I'll just set it aside.
So that'll be about around time he gets to the armor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Because they're pretty busy. They're pretty busy, so they can put it aside until they really need to work on it. Because
I go outside and I haven't seen my bird in a while.
do you call for them?
Yeah, let's call for him first.
Animal handling.
2. Nothing. I swear this bird's cursed.
You hear a bunch of cawing and gulls. And
He
you
better not come and hit me in the head.
You hear a bunch of cawing and you hear a bunch of gulls, and you see your birds like it's like a dog fight going on up in the air.
I want to message him.
Okay.
Message. I say, I'm over here, come find me. I'm over here at the armor.
All right.
Get over here.
He's swooping around. It's freaking like the Battle of Britain up over top. he's having this gang of seagulls screwing with him, and he dives and he goes to line up with the road you're standing on. You see him coming. You see a bunch of gulls coming behind him too.
One of them a red bear.
So we cast a firebolt.
I don't have fire.
Do you want to do it?
Wait.
I press
his bird.
Hey,
right?
I press a dissertation. A giant hawk.
Yeah, that sounds better than me.
And it just like that,
Yeah.
and then it scares all the gulls away.
Yep, that scares him away for sure, and your bird is used to it, so he comes swooping in. He flies past you and then like quickly darts around and lands on your shoulder, and then he like looks at the other. He looks at the gulls fleeing. He's like, oh.
I asked him, hey, did you see anything while you was flying around? And we end our turn.
He responds to you in his bird manner. That he saw a few things.
Did you see what I've been asking for?
He saw a few markers that would show that there is activity.
All right.
And that's what I'm going to leave it at.
Yeah, that's what we should leave it at.